What would you do if the person sleeping next to you was a complete stranger? For 15 years, I thought I knew my wife Sarah. I thought the life we built in our quiet Chicago suburb, the laughter, the shared dreams, I thought it was all real. But a single, casual comment from our new neighbor, an offhand remark over a shared fence one Saturday morning, shattered that illusion. He told me a truth she had been hiding for years, a truth that began to unravel everything I ever believed. The life I had was a lie, and the woman I loved was its architect. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you're from, what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. It started with the little things, didn't it? The late nights, she claimed, were work dinners. A phone that was suddenly always angled away from me, password protected and guarded like a state secret. She'd become distant, a ghost in our own home. When I'd ask if something was wrong, her voice would turn cold, sharp. "You're being paranoid, James," she'd say, the words dripping with a condescending pity that made my skin crawl. She was a master of manipulation, making me question my own sanity. The villains always feel untouchable in the beginning. They walk with an arrogance that comes from believing their secrets are safe. And for a while hers were. The emotional break happened on a Tuesday. I found a receipt from a hotel I knew she'd never stay at, for work, the Peninsula, right on North Michigan Avenue, a place for romance, not for business meetings. I confronted her, my hands shaking as I held the flimsy piece of paper. She laughed. A cold, empty sound. She told me I was pathetic, that my insecurity was suffocating her. That night, I sat in my car in a deserted parking garage, the city lights blurring through my tears, and I felt something inside me snap. The loyal, loving husband died in that car. In his place, a cold, strategic man was born. My only mission now was to gather the proof I needed to burn her world to the ground. My revenge began quietly. I hired a private investigator, a former cop with tired eyes who understood the language of betrayal. He was worth every penny. He delivered a manila envelope filled with photographs of Sarah and our neighbor, Mark, the same man who'd unwittingly tipped me off. Pictures of them at a cozy diner in Lincoln Park, their hands intertwined. Pictures of them checking into that same hotel, her smiling up at him with a look she hadn't given me in years. I set up a new bank account, slowly moving our joint savings. I consulted a shark of a divorce attorney, a woman who specialized in hike-and-flick cases. We set the traps, legal and social, waiting for the perfect moment to spring them. The public exposure was a masterpiece of calculated cruelty. It was our anniversary party, an event Sarah insisted on hosting to keep up appearances. Our backyard was filled with friends, family, and colleagues, the very people she'd lied to for years. I stood up to give a toast, my voice steady, my heart a block of ice. I spoke of love, of trust, and of betrayal. Then I projected the photos onto a large screen ID set up for a slideshow of our memories. The gasps were audible. The silence that followed was deafening. Sarah's face went white, her arrogant smile crumbling into a mask of pure horror. Mark tried to slip away, but my lawyer was already there, serving him with a lawsuit for alienation of affection and intentional infliction of emotional distress. She was ruined. Her family disowned her. Her friends, our friends, turned their backs. The court sided with me, thanks to the mountain of evidence. I got the house, the savings, everything. She was left with nothing but the shame and the whispers that followed her everywhere she went. The last I heard, she was living in a small rundown apartment on the other side of the city, working a dead-end job. The arrogance was gone, replaced by a hollow emptiness. Sometimes late at night, I walk through the silent rooms of this house, the house we built together. It's clean, it's quiet, and it's all mine. But the silence is heavy, filled with the ghosts of what used to be. I won. I destroyed her just as I planned. Vengeance is a cold comfort in a house that will never feel warm again. The end.